When I start my process planning, the first process I want is the inspection of the raw material. So here I have the SOLIDWORKS representation of my as cast part. Yours might be bar stock, it might be round stock, flat bar, it could be a forging. It's still the same process. And then what do I want to do? Well, I've made a Word document and I've titled it, this is my Operation 5. And in that title I've said it's the cast part inspection. The drawing number reference is 10025. And what I've done here, rather than include the drawing, is include some screenshots of my part from the various views. To do that, all I did was go Window, Viewport, and said show me 4 views. And then I took a screenshot of the 4 views and pasted them in. I'm going to put this back to single viewport. And then I pasted it here and I added some word art shapes to show the critical features. This would be a minimum requirement for your process plan. Better would be a drawing inserted showing the features and their sizes. And we'll look at that next. But for now, what do we want to tell them to inspect for the cast part? Well, on a casting, we're going to tell them we have visual inspection here in this section. The feature we're looking for, is there any porosity? Yes, no, pass, fail, and a comment. The comment would be where the porosity was found, and obviously in a production part we're going to inspect a certain frequency. If too many fail, we're going to reject the load because we don't want to waste time and money machining them. We're also going to look for cracks or any missing features such as one of these, or these lobes aren't here, there's a big chunk out of here. Next, we would look at critical dimensions. If something's too small, one of these external features is too small or a length isn't there, again, don't waste time machining it. Or in the case of this casting, if the cast hole, if the core was too large, don't bother machining it, you're just wasting time. So down here I've gone on and I've said for this casting we're going to use some calipers, so vernier calipers, digital, dial, the old style, whatever you prefer. And I've labeled the features and I've said, okay, for A we're going to check its diameter. And the diameter should fall within this range. Again, pass, fail. Comments are typically only for when it fails and why, etc. Here's diameter B, C, D, and then I've gone on to look at the lengths. So here's what the length should be, and do I pass or do I fail it? So that's a really simple standard process sheet. A better process sheet would include a drawing such as this, where I've labeled all the critical features and included their sizes. So next, I would take a screenshot of this and insert it into my Word document. Let's have a look at what that Word document would look like. So here's my Word document. I now have the pasted picture of my part showing all the features that I want to inspect and only the critical features. I still list my visual inspection, and then I've realized when I was double checking my work, so I can't stress enough, do your work, leave it for a day, come back and look at it again. And lo and behold, I missed a very critical feature of this dimension here. If this isn't in the correct position as showing, again, it's a waste of time to machine this part. It's just going to be for the scrapyard. So I've gone ahead and I've added that feature H down here and stating it's from the center of the part. Now I have a nicer process plan for how to inspect the raw material when we receive it, and it can pass or fail, and if it passes it's going to go on to Op 10, and we'll look at that in the next video.